Oh, hi. Let's do some martial art. It's been a while. So, again, I'm not very good at martial art, but what I know, I just want to share with you. Okay, so there are this double punching technique. Okay, so you can do many different ways. Okay, it's like punching two parts at the same time. Okay, so you can do this like here, right? Or kind of wood packing. Okay, okay. Or this wrist. Okay. Whew. I think that's enough. Okay, let's take a break. Wow, it's makes me really hot. So, whew. Okay, let's take 5 minutes break. Good workout. Whew. Hello. Yeah, I just sprayed some spruce bark beetle insecticides to my spruce beetles because I noticed some what looks like brand new hole, some markings. So let me get some water. It's right there. So spruce tree is a pine tree kind of coniferous, so it has resin. It's very resinous. So when spruce tree bark beetle, they like, I don't know what they do to be honest. I guess this uh, adult beetles, female I guess, kind of drill a hole and lay eggs in there I guess. So they probably it's larvae that eats the spruce tree bark, I think. So what happens is that it makes some mark on the surface of this spruce tree. Not that high because they only eat barks, spruce tree barks. So fairly low. It's very reachable height of a spruce tree, and they don't attack young spruce trees because young spruce trees they're thin, so they don't have this big surface area of tree bark. Okay, and so yesterday when I picked the spruce tips, just young leaves, also some this kind of cones. I mean, well, just pine flowers, I guess, with a lot of yellow pollen. Yeah, I picked from young trees so that I don't ingest insecticides. Okay, so you get to see the mark of this spruce tree boring hole and damaging this bark, and there's this resin, spruce tree resin, kind of bleeding out of that hole. So that's where I spray, so that those insects would die. Okay, but they are attacking my spruce trees in my yard, so I have to do something, right? So okay, so a lot of chores today. Ah, give me like 5 minutes, okay? Because I got transferred from these cups to my uh, bottles that I bought today. Yeah, a lot of house chores today. Okay, so that's what I did. I sprayed some spruce bark uh, insecticide. That's what I did during the break. And yeah, I think it works because none of my spruce tree died so far because I think the insecticide works very well. So we continue with the humanology today, okay? So humanological equation, it's not difficult. It just takes some time to design it correctly and tweak it a little, refine it, then we get it. It's humanological equation is not very difficult to design, okay? Compared to like equations in number theory, those are those take tend to take more time, right? And humanomical equation is a lot more fun. It's not as dry as pure mathematics. It's more humane, more humidity there. It's more moisture. It's more fun to think about, right? And it's more fun to design too, and it's also it's easier, right? Yeah, so we continue doing that, and because I slept on it, so I got some idea and I wrote it down in my notebook, and so yeah, we're gonna get it done and over with, most likely today, and but we'll talk about some more philosophical point too, because humanology is very related to philosophy, because what is good, what is bad, morality, ethics, what is the truth, what is falsehood, right? It's a very philosophical question, and we're gonna answer some of that. Okay. It's gonna be some of the reviews too. Some already in the past we already dealt with it. Okay, so and yeah, but before we get to that, I was gonna talk about something else. I forgot. All right, so this is spruce tips, okay? Yeah, the spring leaves of spruce tree. Yeah. Fortunately, young spruce trees that's not infected by spruce tree beetles, they have spring tips. So yeah, that's where I picked from. Okay, so yeah, it's good. So let's just review. What's the truth? We need a whiteboard, right? We need blank whiteboard. That's gonna be a challenge. To find whiteboard to erase. Oh, that's not easy. Yeah, this guy. We don't need this guy. Okay. Alright. Yeah. Yeah. So, okay, we're gonna do some review. Okay, what's the truth? All right. Let's say, for example, we're gonna simplify. Okay, Uh, there's so many things to talk about. Okay, so gayism, LGBTism. Okay, is it right or wrong? Yes or no? Is gayism, LGBTism, is it a good thing or bad thing? Yes or no? Okay, we gotta simplify, right? No fuzzy logic. No, yes or no? Because dualism, this like Boolean algebra, right? Binary, 0 or 1, true or false, is very, very useful. Okay? Yeah, there's some attempt to establish fuzzy logic by some other mathematicians, logicians, but it didn't go very far. Okay? So, the way we can convert between non-binary to non-binary numbers to binary numbers, non-binary numbers to binary numbers, is by using this comparison operators. Okay, like you have like 2 or 5, right? They are non-binary. 3 or 5, they are non-binary, right? But by applying this operator, comparison operator, then it becomes true or false. So true is 1, okay? False, 0, false, and true, okay? So that's how you convert from non-binary numbers into binary numbers. You use comparison operators, and we'll see that later, okay? In our humanological equation, okay? Action equation, right? Yeah, it's gonna be interesting because I haven't done it before. Maybe a little bit when I was like doodling around with my pen and pencil, or maybe when I was writing my novel a long time ago. Okay, maybe just a little bit, but not in the form that we're gonna have, right? So I'm kind of excited about that. Now, it's a review. We talked about this before. Okay, so what is the truth? Is gayism true or false? Is it good or bad? All right. Uh, So one way to think about absolute truth is this. We talked about subjectivity and objectivity, right? Subjectivity is basically one person's opinion about this issue. Let's say gun is good or bad. Gayism is it good or bad? All right. It is my opinion, your opinion. So if we average out everybody's opinion about gayism, so that becomes objectivity. All right. Now, but objectivity, because it's just the average of everybody's opinion on gayism, right? So it changes because your opinion about gayism, it has changed, right? Mine has changed. I used to be slightly pro-gayist. Now I'm strongly anti-gayist, right? We don't hate people. We oppose ideology. That's it. We don't hate anybody. Yeah. Yeah. So, if you average out people's opinion over in the past, present, and future, everybody that ever existed, existing, or will exist, if you average out everybody, past, present, and future, that's the absolute truth. That's one way to think about truth, about an issue. For example, gayism, right? So, opinion about some issue by this person, okay? Is it good or bad? Is it 0 or 1? Good, 1, bad, 0, okay? And if you sigma out that, P is person 1 to person n, and you divide by n, so that's the objectivity. Okay? So, opinion, well, that's just subjectivity, right? One person's opinion about this issue. Okay? And so, but if you are summing them up over population and people, right? And you divide by n, then it will be between 0 and 1. Okay? So, if is truth value of this issue I is defined as this objectivity, is this more than 0.5, then yeah, this issue is sound, true. Gayism. Over all population of all space and time, if people think being gay is okay, then yeah, it's absolutely a good ideology. Otherwise, if it is less than 0.5, then it's bad ideology. And that will be my prediction. Okay. So far, in humanity, present and past combined, because we cannot see the future, right? We can predict the future based on the past and present, but we can extrapolate. But we do not know the future. Only God knows what future is. We can only see the present and the past. Actually, there's no such a thing as a present. There's only past and future, because present always moves like second by second, right? So if you look at the past, that's the only thing we can look. Yeah, more people thought gayism is wrong than people who thought gayism is right thing to do. Okay, so yeah, there's one evidence that gayism is unsound, wrong ideology to subscribe to. Okay, we'll take 5 minutes break. Okay, so all right. Okay, well, we'll take 5 minutes. Yeah, take 5. Okay. All right. Okay. So we are talking philosophy, right? So there's monism, dualism, and three. We can call it triism, ternary,ism, trinism, whatever. So one it says 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's just philosophy, but monism, like there's only one God. Dualism, I looked it up. Okay, yeah, day and night, light and darkness, existence, non-existence, you and everybody else. Like in set theory, you have A and A complement, right? So me and everybody else, me and the universe outside of me, right? And triism, you have Father, Son, Holy Spirit, right? And like triangle, Trinity, right? Yeah. So, and in didualism, yeah, it's the double dualism, right? In humanology, which is very important in humanology. Okay, like Tai symbol, they kind of look like, yeah, kind of the number 69. Okay, but don't get any ideas. Okay, so yeah, so uh, we can do this, but we rather do it in a triistic approach: +1, -1, and 0. Okay, probably that's better, right? So opinion, we're gonna. This is no longer Boolean function. It's Trinity function. Okay, it's -1, 0, 1. We call it trinistic function. Okay, so it's not Boolean. So if you don't have any opinion about this issue, if you don't know anything about this issue, then this returns zero opinion, neutral, or ignorance. You don't know anything about this issue, right? And if you have negative opinion, you give it -1. Positive opinion, you give +1. Okay. So if this is more than 0, then yeah. Okay. So that's the truth value of this issue, right? Or I mean, come on, you can give it from 0 to -1, +1, or it could be 0.5, 0.3, or -0.9, -0.3. Sure. Maybe that's better, right? Yeah. Let's do that. Okay? Yeah. If it's average is positive, then this is good ideology. Average is negative, then it's a bad ideology. Alright, so that's the truth value. Alright. And there's objectivity, and if you put this to infinity, n goes to infinity, then that's like kind of limit of that, n goes to infinity. Okay, so then that's absolute truth. If it's just n, then there's objectivity. If n is equal to 1, then there's subjectivity. Alright? So n is 1, subjectivity. N is equal to some number we call it S for size or population, right? That is objectivity. When n goes to infinity, then that's the absolute truth. Okay? Let me write this down. Let me go to my notebook. Yeah. So we have subjectivity, objectivity, and absolute truth all in one equation. Okay, so this is cool, right? Yeah, humanology is easy, it's important, and it's fun compared to pure mathematics. Okay, so okay, easy as breezy, easy breezy. There we go. Whew. I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat some boiled eggs. I'm hungry. I just ate two boiled eggs in my fridge and drank some milk, and it was good. Now we're done with this. Okay, so now we can eat it. Yeah, let me take a picture. Yeah, it's neat, right? Yeah, I should take a picture. It's easy and it's important and it's a lot of fun. So that's humanology, typically. Okay, very easy, but very fun, very important. The mathematics that we do, it's kind of opposite, right? Difficult, boring, and not important at all. But challenging. That's why we do it. Okay, that's why we do the mathematics that we do because it's very challenging. Okay, so all right, so we have that truth function. Okay, it's yeah Boolean hybrid kind of function. All right, so we don't want to call it Iverson bracket. Okay, so that sounds very geeky. We call it Boolean hybrid. All right, it just sounds better, right? Yeah. Why is it Boolean hybrid? Because we are combining regular algebra like sigma and Boolean expression like larger than zero, right? So that's why it's Boolean hybrid. Okay, so kinda. Yeah. Now what? So objectivity is nothing but average of subjectivity. Okay, so yeah. Over some population in given time and space, this objectivity of that time and space, that particular locale, country, society, in this year, at particular time in history, right? But if you average it up of all time and all places, that becomes the truth, the absolute value, absolute truth value of that particular ideological position issue, right? Is it pro-gayism, anti-gayism, pro-gun, anti-gun, whatever, right? Yeah. What else? Okay, action function. We'll give you some narrative first. Um, so this particular act, like to be gay or to not to be gay, that's the question. Okay, that's the sentence that I used. Kind of trying to imitate Shakespeare. To be gay, to be not gay, to be gay, not to be gay, to be gay or not to be gay. That's the question, right? Yeah, it's the in the introduction or abstract of the law of anti-gayism paper I wrote. It's almost like 200 pages. Okay, so gayism, is this sound ideology or unsound ideology? All right. Only God knows. Why? Because we cannot see the future. Because according to our definition, the absolute value of this particular ideology, it has to calculate the past, present, and the future. Okay? So we cannot foresee the future. We can predict. All right? My guess is that it's unsound ideology. All right? But that's just my opinion. Okay? No, it's not truth. No. I could be wrong. Or, I mean, Jesus said truth will eventually come out, right? That's what Jesus said. So yeah, we kind of assume that. Okay? Slavery, Nazism, in particular locality, like 1700s in America, or slaveryism, Nazism in mid 19, in early 1900s in Germany, in that time and space, yeah, Nazism, people think it's a good ideology. That's what they thought. That's why they elected Mr. Hitler, Harry Hitler. Okay, so Harry means Mr. in German. Okay, I'm not saying Harry Hitler. No. Okay, so yeah, but by now we know Nazism was wrong and slaveryism is wrong, right? Yeah, but during that time, it was many people thought majoritarian people in America thought slaveryism is good. Majoritarian mainstream people in Nazi Germany, I mean, in Germany, thought Nazism is good. That's what they thought, and they turned out to be wrong. Likewise, today's dominant ideology in America, tattoo piercism, sugar fetishism, gayism, ultra interracialism, majoritarian Americans think today in year 2020 they are good ideologies, but it's just at this given time and space. Even now, other countries think those are bad ideologies. Marijuanaism, tattoo piercism, sugar fetishism, ultra interracialism, sugar fetishism, gayism, all right. But today, America, majority think they are good ideologies. Tattoo piercism, all that stuff. But even today, other countries they think they are bad ideologies. Okay, back in the days in America, in the past, America, like 100 years ago in America, they thought those are bad ideologies. In the future in America, we don't know how it's gonna be. My guess, yeah, America in the future will think they are bad ideologies. That will be my guess. Why? Because if you conduct logical, mathematical analysis of those ideologies, yeah, they are harmful and yes, destructive. ideologies. They don't have intrinsic value in them. All right, so yeah, my guess it would be they were fed hype and something fashionable in a given time, but when the only thing, in my opinion, the only reason why those ideologies are popular in America now is because it's new, as a mainstream, all right. But when this novelty wears off in time, so yeah, they are numbered. Their days are numbered. Those ideology, their days are numbered because they don't have intrinsic value. The only reason they are popular now is because they are new, as a mainstream ideology. But the novelty, being new, newness, it will go away as time goes by because people will get fed up. They will get used to it. So it will no longer be new in a couple of years. So people will abandon it because it's no longer new. They don't have intrinsic value. They were popular just because it's new, and it's no longer new anymore after 10 years. So yeah, people will move on. That would be my guess. Right? So when we are formulating action equation, okay, so action equation. D for do, okay, so we're not gonna call it A, we're gonna call it D. Action equation. This person does conduct this action, this act X, okay, and we want to find some formula for this guy. And a person either do this or not do this, so it's binary, Boolean, okay. Okay, we're gonna take 5 minutes break. I need some vocal rest, okay, and then we'll give you some narrative. Okay, you remember in mathematics, before we generalize in letters, in equation, we make a lot of examples with numbers, right? In humanology, yeah, we are trying to find equation, but instead of making a lot of numerical examples, we give narrative examples. That's why it's more interesting. Why? Because something we are more familiar with, our daily lives, people's story. Okay, yeah. So let's take 5 minutes. Okay. let's make some jokes. Let's have some fun, shall we? We are doing humanology, right? Yeah, we may as well have some fun, right? Let's have some fun. Instead of talking about tattoos and piercings and LGBTism, let's talk about drinking and driving. How about that? Have I ever drank and drive? Have I ever drank and driven? Drunk and driven? I don't have any DUI, okay, but have I ever drank and drove? I'm not in liberty to tell you. I'm running for president. I'm running for Alaska Senate too, okay? So I'm not in liberty to tell you about my past. The less you know about me and my past, the better. I don't want to lose votes. All I can tell you is that I don't do that. Why? I'm running for president. I'm running for Alaska State Senate. So if I get DUI, my campaign is over. Okay, so I don't drink and drive. No, I drink at home. I make sure I'm sober before I start driving. Okay, so that's what I'm ready to tell you. I'm not gonna tell you anymore. Okay, so I don't drink and drive. Period. Right? I don't even go over speed limit. You know, people talk about in this age and era of coronavirus, they talk about social distancing, right? Do you know what we need more? Rather, do you know what's more important? Car distancing, automobile distancing on the road, because that's what prevents accidents. Whether you are driving or you are stopped between, if you're stopped with stoplight or traffic light or stop sign, or your car is stopped or your car is moving, you must have enough room between your car and the car up front. That's what prevents car accidents. That's what's necessary. Okay. Social distancing is important. Yeah, I agree. I like having distance between me and people around me. It's also a sign of respect. Yeah, respect the personal space, you know. It's more comfortable that way. I like social distancing. Okay? And I'm not a huge fan of shaking hands either. Okay? How about waving, huh? Instead of shaking hands? I'm not a huge fan of shaking hands, you know. So, drinking and driving, okay, so let's make that example, right? Uh, Probably we all agree that drinking and driving is wrong thing to do. It's illegal, right? So if you get DUI, oh my goodness, you lose money, you can go to jail, bad in your resume, it's public record. Oh my goodness, you don't want to get in there. You have to hire a lawyer, a lot of fine, thousands of dollars, and lawyer fee, hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars, and jail time possibly. You public record. They do background check on you when you get a job, when you get a apartment room, when you get a mortgage. So it's bad for your credit. So you don't. Nobody wants DUI. Okay, so yeah, and also not only that, yeah, this anti-DUI law is based upon science. If you're drunk, your agility, your motor sense is not kind of not numbed, so have more likelihood to get into car accident and injure yourself and injure others and property damage of your car and somebody else's car or some fender fence. Okay, so yeah, that's why drinking and driving is illegal because it's dangerous, right? Probably that's a subject that more people would agree, as opposed to tattoo piercism or gayism, right? So that's why we are making this example. Okay. But some people decide to drink and drive. Maybe they think they will get away with it, or maybe they think they are not drunk enough. So what I recommend to bars and clubs and restaurants that serve alcohol is that they should have some kind of breathalyzer station, and they should sell this straw, so that disposable plastic straw, so that you blew, and it doesn't have to be free. It could be coin based or credit card based. Yeah, I'm giving you some business idea. This like ATM machine, you have breathalyzer machine, you know, any restaurant, bars, clubs, and you purchase the straw, disposable straw, and also the usage of this breathalyzer station, like ATM machine, right? Yeah, invent that, okay? You'll make a lot of money. I'm giving you this idea for free because it's a good idea. Okay? Yeah. So, or reusable straw, okay? You blew it, yeah, recycle it, just wash it and reuse it, right? No problem. Or biodegradable straw, no problem, okay? Yeah, biodegradable, kind of like biosynthetic plastic, whatever. Okay, no problem. And so, but because those breathalyzer station is not available yet, it should be in the future. Okay, but it's not available yet. So what happens nowadays is some people get DUI, they just drink and drive, right? Why do they choose to do that action, DUI? There are several scenarios, narratives. Okay, first, maybe they think it's okay to do so. Kind of rationalization, right? Justification. Maybe they think it's okay to do so, right? Because everybody have different set of moral rules. Okay? Like some people think it's okay to be gay. Others do not think that way because different people have different moral set of rules. Okay? Some people think it's okay to tattoo and pierce, while others don't think the same way. Different people have different moral set. Moral, moral rules. We just call it moral. Okay, moral set. Set of morals. Set of rules. Okay. So when it comes to DUI, some people think it's okay, so that's why they do it. While others think it's not okay to do DUI, but they do it anyway. Why? Because if they don't do it, it causes too much pain. For example, I'm just making a hypothetical example. Okay, if I go to a bar and I drink whiskey, because that's typically what I drink, what I used to drink. Nowadays, I don't even drink anything. I drink water, cranberry juice, pineapple juice. That's what I drink when I go to a bar or club. Okay. Well, back in the days, I would drink whiskey and I would just wait out hours and hours, listening to music, watching other people dancing and singing, eat plenty of food, and after I get sober, totally after hours and hours, then I drive. Nowadays, I don't have such time, such luxury of time. I'm busy, so that's why I don't drink outside at all, right? So, but let's say, hypothetically, if I drink whiskey in a bar or in my friend's house, whatever, and I want to go home, and So I want to drive, but if I don't, either I have to wait until I get sober, take a lot of pain and suffering. It's boring, right? I cannot lie down in a bar, right? Or in my friend's house, I cannot lie down. Or should I go to my car and take a nap in my car? It's not very convenient. Should I call a taxi cab? Okay, it costs money. Okay, so I take taxi cab and I go to my house. And next morning, I have to call taxi cab again, pay again to go to my friend's house or club, bar, parking lot, and then I drive my car back home. Too much work, right? So not doing DUI costs me too much pain and suffering and money and time, right? So that's why many people decide to do just DUI and take a chance. And that's not recommended because you can get DUI. Big money, big time waste if you get DUI, if you get caught. Or even if you don't get caught, you can get involved in some kind of car accident. You may kill yourself, you may kill somebody else. Oh, it's not worth it, right? So yeah, that's why we don't recommend DUI. We discourage it. Okay. Alright. So in this narrative, we identified about two variables. Some people do this action act X because not doing so cause too much pain and suffering and money, time waste. Right? That's why they do this action act even though they know it is wrong thing to do. Okay? Not doing X causes too much pain. That's why they do X act. Although they know doing X is wrong thing to do. Okay? So that's this DUI example. Okay? We are not saying, we are not justifying that no, it's the wrong thing to do. We are just explaining, describing why people do DUI in this example. But it's just one example. This action equation will be universal. It will explain every single action. Why people do what they do. It will explain everything. It will be universal equation. Right? Humanological equations are typically like that. It's universal. One equation explains everything. Okay? That's how it is typically. Humanology. Mathematical humanology. Alright, so we'll take 5 minutes break and we'll continue. We'll give some different kinds of narratives to identify different variables. The variable we identified is this, avoidance of pain. Okay? Yeah. Pain. Yeah, that's the variable we identified. Okay? Yeah, you will factor in this equation. Okay, so we may call it like cost, right? Perceived cost. Not doing this action, that's why to avoid that cost associated with not doing this act X, to avoid that, you do this X. That's what many people, in many situations, not just you are, but many, like business decision or in romance market, whatever, alright? Oh, we'll take 5 minutes. Okay. Having fun? I'm glad. Told you it's gonna be fun. We deserve this, right? After all pain and suffering with mathematics, yeah, this is like vacation time, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, different narrative. Okay, so how about crimes? We have to talk about it. Unfortunately, yeah, nothing too bad. I mean, it's bad. Crimes are bad, but some petty theft, like children, right? I mean, have I ever committed theft? Maybe I can tell you because it's been such a long time. I was like my elementary school. Me and my buddies, right? It's just boys, right? Yeah, we're kind of like naughty, impish. Yeah, so me and my buddies, we went to this. Let me close the. Did I close my window? No, I didn't. I have to make sure the windows are closed because I don't want anybody to hear this. I don't want anybody to listen to this. Please stop watching. Okay. When I was in elementary school, maybe first or second grade, all right. Yeah, me and my buddies went to, I guess, some kind of grocery store, and we did. I think we stole like pencil or candy, maybe, just for fun. Back in Seoul, South Korea. Okay, so I'm so sorry. I apologize. Okay, I think that's what we did. If I remember correctly, it's been such a long time ago. I'm sorry. It's wrong, but we did so because for fun, for the thrill. So we knew it was wrong thing to do, and that's kind of why we did it. To break the rule, the thrill. So now, in this scenario, the variable is pleasure. In our previous scenario of DUI, the variable is avoidance of pain. Now, in the second scenario, is pursuit of happiness, but wrong kind of happiness. Pursuit of pleasure. We knew it was wrong, but we did so because it gave us pleasure, guilty pleasure. That's why many people do the things that they do. They know it's wrong, but they still do it because it gives them pleasure, like adultery, cheating, because it's fun to do. Look at President Trump. Come on, we all know. I mean, this Miss her stage name Stormy Daniels, and he didn't just get in bed with her. He also gave her hush money, hush money, right? But it got out, right? Yeah. So it's not no longer hushed at all. It's public knowledge in the media, political circle. We all know he did it, right? It's no longer a secret. So you cannot quite hush a fact with money. Or President Bill Clinton, right? Yeah. With his intern lady, they did something very hanky panky, right? Very guilty pleasure. That's adulterous. Okay. Or Mr. Kobe Bryant, right? Yeah, they say yeah. And it's not sexual assault, it's not rape, but it's adultery. That's what he said. He admitted it was adultery, but it was consensual. Mr. Kobe Bryant, right? He did so. He knew it. Yeah, of course, they know it's the wrong thing to do. It would hurt their spouses, hurt, cause a lot of pain and suffering, right? And it was a scandal, right? Reputational damage. Oh, they knew it, but they did it anyway. Why? Because it gives them pleasure. Because we guys, we are very promiscuous gender. We want to get in bed with as many women as possible. That's how we guys are. Not just Homo sapiens males, all animals are like that. Male gender is promiscuous gender. It's in our gene. I'm not making excuses. I'm just telling you like it is. It's science. Okay, so that's just how we guys are because we produce millions of sperms every single day, all the way until we die, right? So we can't feel this pressure, you know. So that's why we in humanology we can't recommend regular discharge, you know, safe manner of that production of sperms. Yeah, masturbation. Okay, that's something we recommend. Okay, so adult film industry is in a way it has some good role because it helps us single guys to get those sperms out of our system, right? Because it's safe way to do so. We don't get any STD. I mean, if we watch adult films, yeah, our computers may get some virus, but our body do not get any virus from STD, right? So it's relatively safe. Would you rather get computer virus in your computer, or would you rather get this biological virus in your body? It's obvious which is better, right? Computer virus, I mean, it may fry your computer, but then do some backup. Put it in the cloud or your external hard drive or whatever. That's what I do. Okay. Yeah. All important data in my computer is all backed up in hard drive, external hard drive or cloud storage, right? Yeah. Because you can replace your computer if it's infected by some bad computer virus, right? But you cannot replace your body. And STD virus, they tend to be permanent. Because many STD virus like herpes, they live in your nerve cell, neurons. And neurons, they don't get regenerated. They don't get replaced. Okay, so yeah, so masturbation is a lot safer than promiscuity. Okay? Alright, so pain, avoidance of pain, that's why you do this act X. That's first scenario. Second scenario, uh, seeking the pleasure, pursuit of pleasure by doing this act X. Okay? Yeah. Because nobody wants to be unhappy, so we avoid unhappiness. And everybody wants to be happy, so we pursue happiness. You know? It's not just Homo sapiens, animals too. Okay? So sometimes people do the things knowing that it's wrong thing to do, they still do it to avoid pain and to pursue pleasure. Okay, so there's scenario one and two. Okay? Yeah, there are a couple more. All right, so so we identified uh, some two variables. Okay, so uh, person, huh? How about Homo sapiens? Okay, because Homo sapiens. How about individual? Okay, individual do this action, act, X, and you have pain and pleasure. How about pain? How about suffering and pleasure? Okay, so two variables identified so far. Okay, we'll take 5 minutes break and we'll identify a couple more. Okay, and then we'll take a shot at formulating this by combining all different variables and making it into a single equation. Okay? Yeah. It's not too much, but it's not that obvious either. Okay, it's fun. But it's not too challenging though. Humanology is easy. Okay, yeah, compared to mathematics. That's why one of many reasons why we do mathematics. Okay, if we do mathematics, everything else is so easy because mathematics is so difficult. Okay, so it's like intellectual muscle lifting. I mean, muscle training, weight lifting. If you are trained to lift like 50 pounds dumbbell, lifting 10 pounds is so easy. It's kind of like that. Okay, so yeah. We'll take like 5 to 10 minutes break. Okay, so yeah, because when I was spraying this spruce tree beetles, I found two moose piles. Maybe they're moose piles that I missed, or maybe it's brand new. I don't know. But I gotta pick them up. Why? I want to walk around in my backyard without stepping on animal feces. They smell, right? I don't wanna smell. I don't wanna step on animal feces, so I have to pick them up. All right. Let's take about 10 minutes break. Okay, so I gotta pick them up. Okay. 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 There was some nice moose dropping picking sessions, so I'm gonna stop at this start because I don't want to lose this footage. Okay, so